I am a rat, and I wish to be Rat King. So this is 10 hours of the Rat King Scurrius. Here's the gear I'm taking. Pause the video now if you are interested. I am bringing a rapier for now until I can get a Scurrius spine drop and I can make a bone mace. Then I'll bring the bone mace. For the inventory, just divine super combats, prayer potions, some food, bone crusher, my prayer cape, and some alch runes. Here's my collection log. I have 0 kills, and Scurrius only has 2 things you can get, the pet and the spine. The pet is 1 in 3,000, so hopefully I can get that, and the Scurrius spine is 1 in 33, so I'm pretty sure I'll get one of those pretty quickly. All right, so let's start this timer, and how I'm going to get there is going to Varrock, and it's right down this manhole. And once you're down here, it's just to the east. Here's the lair. Scurrius the Rat King. I've never done this before. I did watch a quick guide. Seems pretty simple, seems easy. Let's go, I guess, let's see, is anyone in here? No adventures, but anyway, I will do a private. I think it's free. Sure, wants to climb? Yes, and don't ask me again. It seems like a pretty simple boss. I think you just pray melee, dodge stuff on the floor. Let's see, am I on stab? I am. Yeah, dodge. Let's see, what does this guy say? It's dodge. That's your... Make sure I don't get hit. You're never more than 6 feet away from one. Interesting. So that's magic. That's range. That's range. I need to kill these. Oh, back to melee. If, dang, yeah, I'm kind of taking a lot of damage. If I had the rat weaponry, I can one-tick these, so hopefully I can get that pretty soon. Okay, he's back to changing attack styles. So far, so good. Homie's healing up a little bit, but that's all right. So I guess I can special attack him. Whoops. Whoops. Back to... Dang, messing up, man. Me trying to talk and play. What's a noob? But come on. Let's dodge that. And dead. Nice. Scurrius Novice. Sick. 1 point, got a rune med. Like most of these early game bosses, it's probably not really all that worth it if you're trying to make GP as a higher level. But, you know, I do like trying out these new entry-level bosses. I think they're pretty neat. And of course, what I really want here is the pets. The wiki says you can expect around like 9k per kill, so really not that good at all. But, you know, here for a pet, we're here to claim the title Rat King. Hopefully I can get a decent amount of kills in these 10 hours. This probably won't be very exciting, but, you know, it should be pretty cool. This seems like a nice boss to do. Teaches you some mechanics, you know, if you're trying to get into bossing. And dead. Pets? No pets, but got a rune battle axe. Let's alch that. Sweet. That's actually pretty simple. Really not difficult at all. Wish me luck. Hopefully I can get a pet here. Hopefully I get that spine pretty soon. Let me know what you think. Have you tried this boss? Do you think it is entertaining? Do you think it's difficult? Of course, I am level 126, so experiences may vary. This is really geared toward lower level players, you know, trying to get into bossing, trying to learn some mechanics. But all right, enough rambling for me. I will check back in if something exciting happens. Thanks for watching. Perfect Scurrius, 2 points. Kill number 5. Did I not take damage or something, that one? But all right, 5 kills in, and I realized I should bring a faster attacking weapon for the rat spawns, right? Because the rapier is kind of slow. And Scurrius champion, 10 kills. And I did bring some knives, so these die a lot faster now. But yeah, man, 10 kills in. Freaking sick. 1 hour in. I've killed 38 so far, so I'll probably get around 300 something kills for 10 hours. But man, 38 kills in and still no spine, which I guess that's not horrible, you know. These are still really quick, but I'm definitely getting the hang of this. I feel like I can stay here forever. I don't really need food because you can't eat from this food pile every 10 minutes. And by the time 10 minutes is up, I really haven't taken much damage. So yeah, it's really paying for itself. Like I am taking a few hits here and there, but it's not enough to really get me killed. And yeah, I can heal up every 10 minutes to full health from there. And Scurrius has been dropping a lot of food. Drops like lobsters and sharks and trouts and stuff. So pretty cool. But I do hope to get that spine soon so I can one tick all those rats. And not here, but look at that. Raw trout. But yeah, that was kill 39. Finally, kill 79, 2 hours in, I got a Scurrius's spine. Yeah, that took way longer than I thought and that I was hoping for. But sick, dude. Finally got a Scurrius spine. That is a 1 in 33. This can be attached to a battle staff, a rune mace, or U short bow. Let's attach that to a rune mace. All right, let's see. Let's use Scurrius's spine. Bam. You attach Scurrius's spine to the rune mace to create the bone mace. Freaking sick, dude. A spiky mace hardened with Scurrius's spine. Now let's see. I don't actually know what is special about this. I'm assuming it does some kind of extra damage to rats. Let's see. What does it do? A rat-bane weapon. It is effective against all types of rats by adding 10 damage to the player's maximum hit. Sweet. So it can only be used against rats, and it adds 10 to my max hit. Sick. That's pretty cool. So it should be better than my rapier. And now to have a rat weapon, I can ditch the iron knives. That took 79 kills. Was really hoping to get that a lot sooner, but whatever. I'm glad I have it now. All right, first kill with the new bone mace. Let's see. Okay. All right. So far, so good. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 2 hours so far. It's pretty cool. 53. Looks like 53 is the max hit. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. So I should be able to... Dang, look at that. Yeah, okay, that's the best part. That is really quick. But yeah, overall, I like this. Pretty cool. You can take damage here, you know. Oh, look at that. Sit, rat. Congratulations, you've completed an easy combat task. Sit, rat. I think they're talking to me because I am a rat. Nice. Oh, what is that? Efficient pest control. Congratulations, you've completed a medium combat task. Efficient pest control. Sweet. I wonder how many more tasks are there? Oh, actually, that was the last one. I've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 tasks here. Only 5 tasks, and they weren't really all that difficult. Looks like efficient pest control was kill 6 giant rats within Scurrius's lair in 3 seconds. Sweet. And that was possible because of the bone mace, because you can one tick them. Lady and gentlemen, here we are. Kill 250 for the video. And chaos runes. Nice. Yep, that was kill 250. I am just over 6 hours into this. And I can confidently say I am making absolutely nothing here. Not very good for GP at all. I can't understand though why people would do this. You know, it's cool if you're a lower level or if you're just trying to learn some mechanics. You know, this is pretty handy. You know, changing prayers, dodging stuff on the floor. It really reminds me of a Moxliotl. It really reminds me of the Moxliotl, right? Like, whoops. See, like you can miss prayer swaps. You can take damage from the minions, and you aren't going to die. You know, it's not very deadly. You know, once you kind of learn these mechanics, I feel like there's no real reason to stay here besides a pet. And no pets. But yeah, 6 hours in, 4 more to go. This will most likely be a pretty short video because there's really not much to show. I already have the bone mace. It took me a while to get my first Scurrius's spine, but now I have like, I don't know, a ton. In one trip, I got like 6 or 7 of them not too long ago. But yeah, man, really not too much to show. However, this is still taking me 10 real life hours. So if you enjoy the video, think it's neat or anything like that, please leave a like on the video. if you feel like it, and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel if you feel like it. Right now, I am at 4,736 subscribers, which is pretty insane, man. I feel like I'm so close to 5K, but it's also so far away. I'll get there sooner or later. I truly appreciate everyone that, leaves likes, comments, and subscribes, all that cool stuff. And just like that, 10 whole hours of the Rat King Scurrius complete. So I killed 412. This is kill 413. I have been doing this for 10 whole hours, and unfortunately, no pets, man. Don't really know what to say. Can I really call myself a rat or a rat king if I didn't even get the pets? Damn. Kill 413, prayer potion 4. But come on, man. Do you really think I'm going to stop on 413? Of course, I'll do 7 more. Lady and gentlemen, here it is. Kill number 420 and no pet. Unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. Well, that'll do it. Let's stop this timer and let's go check out the loot. In 10 hours, I killed the Rat King Scurrius 420 times. Pretty cool. I'm pretty glad that I was able to stop on a funny number. Hee hee ha ha, 420. Unfortunately, there was no pet. I don't know if I'll ever come back to this boss. Well, I'll come back someday for the pets only. Besides that, there's no real reason to come here because look at this loot. RuneLite is saying I got around 4.4 mil, but the actual loot is a little bit lower, just about 4.1 mil in loot, mainly coming from alchables. I did get a whole bunch of alchables, and I guess that lines up with just about 10k per kill, right? I did end up getting a bunch of these Scurrius' spines, which can be redeemed for an antique lamp for 5,000 combat experience. I'll probably just keep stacking these up until I get the pet one day, and then do like a big old opening for that. But anyway, the supply cost was 2.3 million. Pretty steep supply cost for Scurrius, and that brings my total profit to 1.8 million GP. Holy shit. Absolutely terrible. So I was making 180k per hour. What kind of nonsense is that? Incredibly not worth it. I would never recommend coming here if you want to make GP. The only reason to come here would be if you're a newer account, trying to get into bossing and trying to learn some mechanics, and then dip out of there, man. There's no real reason to stay there. I would say if you're trying to learn how to boss, trying to learn some mechanics, go try it out for a few kills. Besides that, or being a pet hunter, there's no real reason to stick around at Scurrius. However, I am hunting the pet. Kind of, sort of, I guess I'm hunting the pet any boss I do. That's all I really care about, honestly, is just getting pets. Don't really care too much about the GP. I did that for 10 whole hours, so you don't have to. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. Please leave a like for my suffering. That was incredibly painful. Way too much effort for what I got. 1.8 mil, that's insane. I can go kill Vorkath for like 30 minutes right now and probably make more. 10 whole hours of my life gone to Scurrius. But it's all right. Overall, it wasn't horrible. It's not difficult. But anyway, enough rambling from me. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.